to allow a few minutes for people to get in and for our buses to get out. I want to welcome you here to Dixie Heights High School. Today, Zeke has decided he wants to make a verbal commitment. Zeke has asked me to extend an invitation to you so that you can be a part of this special day for him and his family. Seated on the stage with Zeke are his parents, Mark and Sharon, his brother, Malachi. His sister Kramer isn't here. She attends the University of Louisville and had some final exams and couldn't be here today. And I'm Zeke's coach, Tom Spritsky. I would like to recognize that our superintendent, Mr. Tim Hanner, is here with us today. Zeke requested that Mr. Hanner be here. Mr. Hanner, I saw you just walk in. Thank you for being here. Also, I'd like to recognize that our principal, Ms. Kim Bantha, is seated right next to Mr. Hanner as well. Our athletic director, Matt Wilhoy, is standing in the back, and our assistant principal, Larry Zipp, is in the back as well. Finally, before I turn it over to Zeke, I would like to thank Zeke and his parents. For allowing me to be a part of this process. I've had the opportunity to meet and talk to a lot of very respected college coaches around the country. This whole recruiting thing has been an incredible process. For me, I didn't really realize what I was getting myself into. On behalf of Zeke, I mean, this is a great day and a great opportunity for him, and he's putting our high school on the map. But my Lord, what we went through, what I went through, and he went through 10 times what I went through over the last year is remarkable, and I'm just privileged to be a part of the process. After Zeke makes his announcements, there's a mic at the table, and we'll allow a few minutes for questions. Zeke, it's all yours.
Well, I want to thank everybody for being here today. This is a special opportunity for me.
Here, I'll get.
First, I want to thank Ms. Banta and the entire staff at Dixie Heights, for this opportunity for me to sit here today, in my school and announce, where I want to choose to go to college at. Most importantly, I just want to thank God, for allowing me this opportunity and for blessing me with the gifts He's given me. I want to thank my family and my girlfriend for all their support that they've provided me with in this process. I'd also like to thank Coach Spritsky. Like he said, this process can be really overwhelming, and he's taken a lot of time out of his day to talk to coaches and just to give me advice. I'd like to thank, Coach Browser, Coach Sherrill, Coach Newton, Coach Buford, Coach Vaughn, Coach Bossy, Coach Stallcamp, all for developing me into a better player, but also a better person. I want to thank Jay Bowers, for always taking care of me. And, whether it was an ankle or a finger, he always took care of me. I want to thank my teammates, both football and basketball, past and present, for all their support and just for their friendships. I want to thank, Coach Chevalier a lot for just mentoring me and helping me become a better person. I want to thank Coach Stainforth, Coach McFarland, Coach Bordeaux for all their help in this process. I want to thank all the teachers, that I've had, throughout my years here. And, I got another one, but, I want to thank you all. You all made an impact in my life. I'd like to thank Tom Elias for the guidance, throughout this recruiting process. And, it could be hectic, but he always had, good advice for me. I'd like to thank, Mr. Tim Hanner, just for all of his support throughout my life. And, not just academics or athletics, but just, being there for me and helping me a lot along the way. I'd like to thank Daryl and Todd Newton for being the ones to decide to be a quarterback, because really coming into this process, my freshman year, I had no idea what I wanted to play, and they both thought I'd be a great quarterback, and they were right. I want to thank the Downs family just for being second mom, second dad, Teresa and Todd, and Cooper and Bo have just always been brothers to me, and been a second house I could go to. I want to thank Dustin Grusa for being like a big brother to me and training me to be a better quarterback. I'd also like to thank all the coaches who have recruited me. This process, it's been a long one, but it's been a really big blessing for me to be able to meet the coaches and the people that you see on TV, on ESPN. It's just really been a blessing. This process has not been easy, but it's given me an experience that I can remember for the rest of my life. Having traveled all over the country, I just want to thank Mom and Dad, for being able to be blessed to have the opportunity to travel to different places and different schools. I really never expected that this process was going to be this grueling. Last year when I first started getting a couple scholarship offers, but the process just got more intense and more intense, and I just had great people and great friends to bring me through it and give me advice and comfort. I'd like to thank a lot of the parents that I have on my team. They've all been great mentors to me and people that I can talk to and smile with. It's been a long journey, and I never expected that I would be sitting here at this point in time in my recruiting process and choosing where I wanted to go to school. But I've just experienced something at a school that I fell in love with, and I know my heart's there, and I know it's where God's calling me, and I know I can better myself not only as a person but as an athlete. And having said that, I would like to announce that I will further my academic and athletic career in choosing to be a part of the best fans, best people, best players.